Hey guys, Jack and Lockie here. Bit of a experiment that we're going to be doing, our little passion project that we've been trying to do for a while. The Hardwood Rundown podcast, where we'll basically be chatting shit about basketball, and a few RRL things, which will be coming once this crazy Sydney lockdown
bullshit.
ends in however long. We don't actually know. There's just cases popping up left, right, and centre. So Lockie, how you been?
Mate, I've been trying to stay sane. Just on that chill shit. But yeah, I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, not too shabby. Still working, which is good. No basketball, which is kind of killing me.
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
But definitely. You know, what can you do except wait and see what happens?
Yeah.
On today's episode, we're going to be looking into the first two games of the finals, where Phoenix have been their dominant selves. And it's kind of weird. Game one, Chris, the supporting cast for the Bucks was actually not too bad. Drew Holiday shot really poorly, and Giannis, who was coming back off a hyperextended knee, actually looked pretty good.
Yeah.
55% from the field, which is actually, coming off an injury like that from game four, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Suns just CP3 is just he's just so dominant.
Yeah.
32 points, 9 assists.
And
really pushing that Suns team to a 1-0 lead to start, and then a 2-0 lead to where they are now.
Yeah. They just knew when to give either CP3 the ball or Devin Booker. Like, they didn't mess around when it came to when to put the pedal on, you know? They just they just stayed so focused the entire game.
I think they know their game, they played to their style, and then it kind of made the Bucks play to the Suns style, which really just killed them in the end.
Yeah.
Game one, 118 to 105. Their third quarter run was pretty crazy. What was their third quarter? It's 35 to 27, an 8-point lead in the third, and that kind of came off a few plays from CP3. Mikal Bridges, unbelievable defense, like he's been doing all season. He's probably one of my favorite role players.
Yeah,
I really love 3-and-D guys, and Mans has the longest arms I've ever seen.
Yeah,
gives Giannis a run for his money.
Yeah,
he's really been producing. He had a really good game too. But yeah, Chris Paul, man, he's so smart. People were counting him out last season People were counting him out at the start of the season, saying how washed he was, and now look at him. He's on the number one team in the league. 32-9 in a game one of his first ever NBA Finals is pretty. It's credit to his work ethic, his IQ, his game. It's really shining through, man. So, it's going to be tough for the Bucks because I can't give him enough credit.
Yeah,
he's turned DeAndre Ayton into a mini Shaq. He had 22 and 19 in game one.
Yeah.
On 10 shots.
But that's what I count out the Suns, even when they just got Chris Paul, because I was like, still, like, it's the Suns. I don't see him doing anything. I didn't see DeAndre Ayton really, elevating from there. But kind of like Tyson Chandler batting with New Orleans. Yeah. Chris Paul just made whatever big man it was. He just made him better. He found the right little pockets.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't think the Suns were getting enough credit at the start because you had the Lakers, obviously, who were coming off the chip. You had the Clippers, who were stacked. The Jazz kind of just came out of nowhere, number one seed, a 19-game win streak, I think, maybe something bigger than maybe bigger or smaller.
I think it was 19.
And then you had the Nuggets, who were really good with Murray. And then Murray tore his ACL.
Yeah.
And then who else was there? Who'd they face?
Lakers.
There was plenty of good teams in the West. So obviously people were like, "Oh, the Suns." I know people that backed them.
Yeah.
I was kind of like iffy because I just didn't know how the supporting cast was going to go. They lost a bit of bench. Well, if you saw it on paper at the start of the season, they lost a bit of bench depth.
Yeah.
They obviously lost Rubio and Kelly Oubre for the Chris Paul trade, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, Oubre is just coming like now, and then he obviously got traded to the Warriors, and he's been pretty much dog shit for the whole season. Something to take out of game one: Dario Saric tore his ACL, which is in his first 2 minutes off the bench, tore his ACL. He's a really good contributor to their whole team. Really, he stretches the floor. He creates. He's really good for people like Booker and CP3 who just like to kind of break down the defender, and Dario's always at the top, ready for that pop and shot. Chris Middleton showed up, 46% from the field, 5 threes, 29 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Pretty good showing from him. But Drew Holiday, man, he hasn't had a good 2 games. 14 shots in the first game, and then game 2 he shot 21 shots in game 2. So his shooting numbers have gone down because he's shooting so much. He's not efficient, which is disappointing because he was kind of the driving force to he was the X factor, in my opinion. He's the X factor for that team.
Yeah.
And if he's not performing, then I don't think the Bucks can really have a good crack. But this series so far hasn't actually, as an NBA fan, it hasn't been that good.
Yeah, I was
because it's been dominated. It's been a Suns dominating 2 games.
Yeah.
Giannis monster game yesterday. Oh my God.
In game 2, the first quarter, Bucks looked like they had it. You know, they were really control. They looked like they should have been leading, but I think they were down in the first quarter. Like that just shows.
Yeah, I know. It's just the pace of the Suns' offense once they get going. You can't keep up.
Yeah,
there are too many weapons on that team. And in game 2, Chris Middleton disappeared.
Yeah,
16 shots, 5 makes. Drew Holiday 33% from the field, which is pretty average for him, an efficient scorer like that. But yeah, missed shots just ran them over really. As the Suns had 23s, shooting 50% to Milwaukee's 9 threes. So for Milwaukee to even lose by 10 after an 11-point difference, at 11 threes made difference. Honestly, credit to the Bucks. And also Giannis. Giannis kind of just dominated. He had a 20-point third quarter. I think it was something like the most in a quarter since Jordan, maybe, in a final.
He had like the most. At one point he scored like the last 18. But that's that was a bit of a problem I'm looking at because Giannis and Middleton and Drew in their own ways are all completely different players. So I wonder whether they can actually play together because when Giannis, it's very rare that all of them are kind of on, all of them are scoring
at the same time.
Yeah, because Giannis, and they made a point to do this, the Bucks, they attacked the rim first quarter and it worked, right? And then as things kind of went to shit in the second quarter, they gave Giannis the ball in the third and they just kind of let him do whatever. And it worked, but that left Middleton with not many shots. And when he did have the ball, he had just a lot of just kind of contested whatever shots. Yeah. And it really didn't even give him a chance to get a feel for the game.
I think Middleton and Holiday are both very streaky.
Yeah.
You saw in game 2, you saw in game 1, and especially at the end of that Hawks series, Middleton was on. But he goes through stages. He had a 23-point quarter in game 6 against the Hawks. And they kind of just he's very up and down. And I think Drew he's probably the best he's the most underrated player in the league, in my opinion. When he's on. But if you see last night, if you don't even know who Drew Holiday is and you see yesterday's stats, he's average. I don't really 17. He's a monster on defense. 2 steals, 2 blocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, those two, him and Middleton, really got to show up in game 3 because otherwise, honestly, I thought the Bucks were going to win game 2.
Yeah.
And I think if they had that supporting cast, Middleton disappeared. He had 11 points. And in 41 minutes, Chris Middleton, yes, the All-Star, the 2-time All-Star, had 11 points in 41 minutes.
But I was saying it after the first game, they need to attack the paint more because when Aiden's out, Well, one, if you can get Aiden in foul trouble, that's huge.
Yeah, and Ayton is foul prone, I would say.
Yeah.
Especially in the regular season. He was offenses were always targeting Ayton because he's still young and he's still trying to learn the way of the NBA.
Exactly. Much different.
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't try and get him in foul trouble.
Yeah.
He had 4 fouls. He had 4 fouls in game 2. But kind of the whole Booker and Crowder both had 4. I think if you're Brook or Giannis, you got to try and get that switch.
And I was gonna allude to that because they had Crowder on Giannis, who obviously is like a huge piece, but I feel like if you really want to expose the Suns defense, you've got to take Aiden out, you've got to take the big man out. And that's Giannis got the switch on Crowder like the entire third quarter of game 2. If he can start getting the switch in game 3 onto Aiden instead of Crowder, I feel like this could actually open it up because then they got to come off the bench as a big man. They got Frank Kaminsky, they got the big man Frank Kaminsky, who's not gonna,
Something I would do is whenever Aiton's on the floor, besides the start of the game, why don't you bring on Bobby Portis? Yeah, he played 4 minutes. He played 4 minutes in game 2.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
I wonder why he wasn't there the whole time.
If I went there, if you had, it's so hard because if D Book and CP3 are both on, you can't not have Middleton and Drew on the court.
Yeah.
Or PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker actually, he's been playing good D.
Yeah.
A lot of shit calls against him. But if Aiton's on the floor, why don't you have Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez? I think that it would be a slow front court, but it takes if Brook and Bobby both sit on the corners, then it's going to make Ayton come out, and it kind of opens up the paint.
Yeah,
and for guys like Drew and Chris, for guys like Chris and Drew who can just break down the defenders, it's barbecue chicken. If I'm honest,
they were going one-on-one.
Connaughton's been a good spark too.
Yeah, he's done well. They were going 1-on-1 in game 2, Drew and Chris, and they were having their way in the paint, and because they were doing their own thing, it was kind of opening up for them, and so obviously you don't want to it's hard when you got Mikal Bridges or Cameron Johnson or Jay Crowder to defend against, but Drew's shown the ability to get inside. Even Chris has shown the ability to get inside, especially in that game too. So I feel like that's something they need to exploit much more, not just for the first quarter. But
another point. If you're shooting, if at the end of the game you've shot as a team 9 from 31 from 3, wouldn't you try and switch it up?
Yeah, I don't know.
To me, that's them settling.
Yeah,
and I don't think you can settle in big games like that. They shot how many free throws? Free throws did they take? 23 free throws, but they only shot 65%.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like we both want the Bucks to win, but I don't even know. I just
want a series, man.
Yeah,
I want something competitive. And I don't think it hasn't been competitive. The Bucks had a good, a decent third. It was a really high scoring second half yesterday.
But that was one man, really.
Literally. They scored 33 points in the third and Giannis had 20. I'd imagine that. It's rare.
But with the Suns,
that's not team ball to me.
Yeah. And that's how the Suns play, especially defensively. First play of game 2, Aiden was defending Giannis and he was back 2 to 3 steps, giving him that type of thing. That's honestly the best you can go for him. I feel like just let him shoot. Giannis, if he makes them, I don't care. I wouldn't care.
I don't think Giannis is as bad of a shooter as he is out to be.
No.
His shot is really weird.
Yeah.
But if you got a mid-range in the NBA, fucking take it.
Yeah.
He can actually make them. Everyone's focused on his threes, but he's actually not a bad mid-range shooter.
He can hit, and he can hit those turnaround. He's what,
Yeah, exactly.
7'4".
You've
He
seen
can
it
hit
before.
over. Yeah,
You've seen it before, and he's
yeah,
if Aiton's giving you that much space, just take the shot. Because if you start draining them, he's gonna have no choice but to step up.
Mm. And speaking from experience,
and that's where Giannis is like, yeah, fuck yeah, this is what I want.
Yeah.
You got to make him. Got to make the defense guess, and I don't think.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that Giannis is just going to go inside every time.
Yeah.
Every man and their dog knows that, and he's got to switch it up. He shot 5 3. He made 1 of 5 from 3.
Yeah, I'd take that. Let him take it every single time.
Let him take the shot.
5, like.
Yeah, and
if he does,
but if he's got the mid range, I'll give him the mid range. Let him shoot. See what he's got. Yeah. And if I'm Giannis, take the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because speaking from experience, if someone doesn't play defense on you and you have an open jump shot, pretty demoralizing. It makes me not want to shoot, or like, yeah, it makes me brick. But if someone's kind of close,
Lockie's he's a not so confident shooter, but he's really good at everything else.
I can shoot. Yeah,
I know you can shoot, but yeah, and then you get to the game and you get all in your shell.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want to see in Game 3?
I want the Bucks to attack the paint every single play. Like, I know that sounds like kind of far-fetched, but it worked in the first quarter. They were competing. They weren't just looking like the second best team out there. They were actually looking like they came to play. So I want Bucks to attack the paint. You're going to live with Chris Paul, Devin Booker. They're going to make their shots, but I feel like you've got to attack the paint, get him in foul trouble. That's the main thing I want to see.
Yeah, I agree. I think another thing is Coach Bud for the Bucks has to adjust.
Mm. Oh, he's
had. Remember that. I don't think he's a bad coach. I think he's bad under pressure. Remember that Cavs series in 2016? Atlanta were the best team in the league, right? And then LeBron and the Cavs swept them because Bud couldn't adjust. And I feel like that might happen.
Yeah.
And you've got, I wouldn't say it's a better team, but you're on par and you're 2 games down.
Yeah.
It's 2-0 in the series. You haven't even been in a game, really.
It's pretty blatant when you have Bobby Portis on like 4 minutes.
When you've got Bobby Portis on 4 minutes,
he's more than a 4-minute player. Like,
he can add value to a team.
Yeah.
I don't think people get that.
Yeah.
People think he's just got the biggest eyes in the world, which he does. But he adds some serious value to a team.
Yeah.
And for him to play only 4 minutes, I think they tried to go the small ball route.
And exactly, they're playing to the Suns game. They're not.
Yeah, and that's what I know it's hard because I'm not an NBA coach, but I watch a lot of NBA, and you can't play to the other team's strength. Small ball is their bread and butter.
Yeah.
And Pat Connaughton he's really good. Like, he's actually been lighting up off the bench. He's the spark that the Bucks need, but he shouldn't be playing 33 minutes.
Yeah, I don't understand.
If Brook Lopez is getting destroyed, why don't you just bring on Bobby Portis?
He's so solid.
Like, what's the worst thing that could happen?
They worry. I feel like they worry because he's a big man and he'll be exposed, but at the same time, he brings so much energy, and he's not as slow as Brook Lopez.
He's got so much energy. He's got so much energy, man.
For a big man.
He had a crazy game against the Hawks. I can't remember what game it was. But did you see that? The energy that he brought to the team.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. It was unbelievable.
He can hit from everywhere. He brings him and Pat Connaughton bring energy. I feel like they
can't rely Coach Bud can't rely so heavily on starters.
Nah, yeah.
Drew, Chris, and Giannis all had 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, I think because it's the finals, you kind of have to do that.
That's true.
Because it's like the end of the season, you may as well just say fuck it. I mean, the Suns, DeAndre Ayton had 42 minutes. I did not even realize.
It's a credit to him then, because that last quarter, he upped his production. I think Monty Williams came over him. And he gave him a bit of a pep talk, and he had like 8 points in the fourth. He had like more rebounds, had a block, had a steal, had some assists.
He looked good.
Yeah. So for him to play 42 minutes and down at the end of the game, like that's actually so solid from him. I didn't even realize that 42 minutes.
I think how long have we been going for?
I can't even see.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I think it's probably been like 15. Who have you got taking out the series and how many games? And who's your finals MVP?
Oh. Based off, I mean, before the series started, I had other hopes. Well, I had other predictions.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was going to go to 7. I kind of don't see this going to 7. I see Suns in 5 or Suns in 6.
Yeah, and Suns in 5, I think.
I think it will probably be Devin Booker, even though I want CP3 to get it.
Yeah.
I feel like he's going to light up in the next couple of games.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to go Suns in 7. Who was I going to? Do I know?
You said Suns. I think you said Suns in 7.
Yeah, Suns in 7. I was going to go Suns in 7 initially, and now it's changed to Suns in 5. And I think it's really between Book and CP3. I can't even choose.
Yeah,
I can't even choose because without CP3, they don't win the 2 games.
No, not at all.
And I think it's the most impact you've had on the team. I think it would be CP3.
Yeah, to give him credit for what he's done there in the year he's been there, I feel like, and he's shown up in the first 2 games. I feel like it'd be only fair for him to get Finals MVP. But I mean, Booker's, I feel like he's just as important in a way.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bucks are in trouble.
But
they're at home now. They are at home.
Yeah, they have.
I feel like they can get 1 at home.
I think they'll get game 3. I think they'll I think the support team will wake up to themselves and not say, "Hey, Giannis, you don't have to drop 40 this game."
Yeah. Like they need that energy from the home.
That's what I think.
I feel like if they want a chance of winning, they need game 3. Like I think this is like the main one they need to win.
Yeah.
And then I guess
if they lose game 3, it's over. There's never been a 3-0 comeback in the finals, and I just don't think they can ever do it.
No.
It's just fun.
But hey, we're open to being.
Never say never, man. I'm an NBA fan. I just want to see a good series.
I want to see something good.
And if it's Suns in 4, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah.
But that guy that guy, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Man's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
He'll get all this free shit. He got free tickets to the finals, I think.
He's got so much clout. He's got a picture with Jamal Murray. That's got to be
I saw that.
That's got to be the biggest L.
Fuck.
Whoever he got in the fight with.
Oh God.
Was wearing the jersey and then
just give up. It is funny. It is funny.
Can't show your face.
Yeah, I know.
That's
some things to look forward to on the channel.
Yeah.
This is it's going to be, to start with, I think it'll mostly be videos like this.
Yeah.
Obviously, because we're in lockdown at the moment, and I don't think we'll be out for a while.
Experiment though.
The Zoom call is, because we're in lockdown. Once we're out of lockdown, we'll definitely be face-to-face, and it'll kind of be more, I think it'll be better.
More IRL stuff and...
Yeah. We've got a little plan coming for when we get back to basketball. That's going to be fun. We've got some, we've got some other plans going. So this is going to be really exciting, and I'm really excited. I'm keen.
Yeah.
We're going to work out a way to put it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I think you found out how to do that. But this will be definitely uploaded to YouTube. What day is it today? Saturday will be up there on Sunday. And then I'm pretty sure game 3 and 4 are on Monday and Wednesday, maybe Monday and Thursday, I think.
Really?
And then we'll be
2-day break. Jeez.
Yeah, I think so. Because there's a 2-day break from yesterday.
Okay. Then I think it's 2-day break. Oh, I think it's like all right. Well, then isn't it tomorrow? Oh no, it's not. It's the Yeah, they have two. They got 2 days, and then yeah.
Lockie, any final words?
Fuck. I'm keen. I want a good series. I want Bucks game 3. I want it to even up to 2.
Yeah, that's what I want.
I still kind of want Suns winning at the end of the day. I still think they're going to win.
I want it to be tied 2 games all by the end of game 4.
I want Drew Holiday to get to put some respect back on his name. And
because people are starting to doubt him now. And the same with Chris Middleton. There's like this cycle. There's this cycle. He has a really good game. He has a shit game, and then it's like he's fell off. He's had a good game. He's really underrated, and then the cycle just repeats.
And like Kendrick Perkins saying he's like the Batman and shit like that, and then
shut
up, like, he's so trash.
It was like he's the Batman, Giannis is the Robin, and then Chris Middleton had a shit game, and Giannis had a really good game, and then some guy was like, Giannis is the Batman, no one's the Robin, because fucking the highest score behind 42 from Giannis was Drew Holiday on 17 points.
It's such recency bias, but
bro,
I don't
mind Kendrick Perkins, but some of his takes are just terrible.
It's like carry the hell on, like shut up. He's so trash.
Carry the hell on.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that is it. We want to know what your who's winning the chip, who you got. Wow, a sports bet ad just came up. Milwaukee are the favourites for game 3.
Oh, they know something we don't. They know something we don't.
Yeah, they know something.
I put some money on it.
Yeah,
I might do that actually.
I'm gonna have to back the Suns in game 3. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know your thoughts. What should we do with some upcoming content? I was thinking of doing like a 2K series, but honestly, 2K is fucking out the window, bro. That shit's so bad.
I haven't played since 2K19.
That'll probably, I mean, I played a fair bit, but it's just a bit. I definitely do not want to post that shit. That's boring. All right. Let us know your thoughts, and that is episode 1 done. The wait is over for people that actually kind of knew about it. I don't think many people knew about this. Might just come out of the blue.
This is good though. I
know people close to us know about it, but this is going to be something cool and something fun. And so I'm Jack.
I'm Lockie. Let's go.
That's Lockie, and that was episode 1 of the Hardwood Rundown podcast.
Let's go.
Bang.